Ugh. Alright, so guys, so sometimes the lawn game is a frustrating game to play, you know. I love lawn care, don't get me wrong, but sometimes you can do everything right and you still get fungus in the lawn. So if you saw my video I did a while back about Scott's Disease X and preventing brown patch and all those lawn diseases, I put down Scott's Disease X as a preventative, and we were doing really well. 2 weeks later I put down propiconazole, and then a month after that I put down propiconazole again, which is another fungicide, and we were preventing it. And then it got really hot and we got 24 inches of rain in about 2.5 weeks, and that is perfect conditions for disease to present itself. So sometimes you can do everything right and it still doesn't work the way you hope. So as much as I wish I had a perfect lawn, I don't. And I know I've gotten a lot of comments in some of my videos, people saying your lawn is perfect, my lawn will never look like that. And so one thing I want to show you guys is kind of issues that I have in my lawn, because my lawn is not perfect, and I'm glad it's not perfect because that means I get to continue being out of my lawn and working on issues. If my lawn was perfect, I wouldn't get to spend as much time out here because I wouldn't have as much things to take care of in the lawn. So kind of a good thing. So the lawn game can be frustrating, but don't let it get to you. Enjoy the process, enjoy the journey. That's what it's all about. We're going to do a quick walkthrough. I'm going to flip the camera around and I'm going to show you guys kind of these spots that we have going on in the lawn so you can get a closer look. This, in my opinion, this is classic brown patch. So if you see just the big brown patch, and it's spreading throughout the lawn. You can see this lesion on the grass blade. I don't know if you can see that. That is a brown patch lesion. If you can see this whole area right here is just kind of matted down and just gross. And if you feel in here, it's a dry day. We've been dry for a few days now actually, and it still kind of feels sticky. And that's just kind of what happens with brown patch. It'll be dry, but the areas with the brown patch will just be kind of wet and sticky. It's just really gross. So the first thing we're going to do, I'm actually going to get out there and I'm going to rake a lot of the areas, try to get some of the grass that's already dead out, and fluff up those areas that are matted down. We want this area to dry out, so I'm not putting any water on it. Hopefully we can get it to stay dry, and that'll be the biggest help. So it looks like I just went over this with a dethatcher. There's so much junk in here. I do want to show you some of these spots. It's like, as you can see here, there's just, the grass doesn't look good, and it's thinner now since I raked it all out, but there's still some good grass in here. But then I have other spots like this that just ripped all the way up, and I already did a check. There's not grub worms here. I did put a grub preventative down. I put grub X down, so it's not grub worms, but this whole section just ripped up. So I can live with the other sections where it's just thinner, but there's still some good grass in there. But this, I'm gonna have to completely reseed this fall. So I raked up some of these matted areas, and I got a bunch of the junk out and fluffed it up a little bit. So hopefully we can come in and cut some of this off and get it to stay standing up and not lay over anymore, because this is ridiculous. And more dog poop. Awesome. While I'm in the raking mood, I'm gonna go ahead and rake up these 3 stripes right here. Again, just to try and stimulate some airflow, get some airflow in there. Because if you look down in here, all these grass blades are just, they're shriveling up. They've just been fried, just cooking in the heat with this stuff on it. So that was my bad. I didn't think it would happen, but I went a little heavy. We're good on those ones, but I went a little heavy on these ones, and that's okay. So did it for America. I'm gonna lower the cut to 2.5 inches, and that will allow more airflow in, And I'll be mowing it more often, so I'm not cutting off too much, and I'll be watering it properly going forward after this. If you have disease in your lawn, I highly suggest you bag the clippings. It's always a good idea to go ahead and bag it, right? So bag the clippings, because you don't want to spread those mulch clippings out and spread the disease somewhere that it is not already. And also lowering the height of cut, I'm cutting more grass off, and I don't want a bunch of clumps sitting all over my lawn, so I'm going to bag it up anyway. But I've got to say, as bad as the brown looks, it's still dominating. And this might be the best my stripes have looked with the Time Master so far. So, all right, so we're gonna get to our next and final step, but first, I don't want the PPE police to get on me, so. Hey-o! We're good to go. Also got my gloves, don't worry. What we're gonna do, I'm gonna put some stuff on the lawn to try and combat this. We're gonna do a two-headed approach. So what I'm gonna do this Bio Advance fungus for lawn control, and this is a propiconazole is the main ingredient. And then I'm also going to do this F-stop, which is a myclobutanol product. I think I'm saying that right. So this is basically the same as Eagle. So I'll put a link down below for the Eagle product and this. If I had my choice, I would actually probably, instead of this, I would do the Scott's Disease X, which is the azoxystrobin, and then I would get the concentrate of propiconazole and I would mix it in my tank and spray it that way. But I went out to my big box store and I picked both of these products up because I did not want to wait for shipping and all that, because I want to get down as soon as possible, because I've noticed it is spreading. I've been watching it the past 2 days and it's spreading, so I went out and got this and I'm going to put this on the lawn. That's why you don't buy cheap gloves, folks. All right, so we got that spread on the lawn. The final thing we're gonna do is put this F-stop, which is a myclobutanol product, just like Eagle, if you've heard of that. I will link this stuff in the description below if you want to order it, or if you want to go to your big box store and see if you can find this kind of stuff. That works too. So like I said, we're doing a two-headed approach, two different chemicals to try and get two different modes of action, killing this disease, or not really killing it, but stopping it in its tracks, preventing it from spreading anymore, because I do not want to lose my whole lawn. We're going to go ahead and put this on the lawn, and that'll be it for today. So here we are, 6 days, I believe it's 6 days, yeah. 6 days after we did everything on the lawn that we just watched, and I don't know, it's looking better. It does not look perfect. There are still quite a few brown spots, so don't get me wrong, it does not look awesome. But we're continuing to get better. And so basically what I did, we did all that stuff 6 days ago. I watered in lightly the application of the granular fungicide, and then I really wanted it to dry out. So we had 5 straight days of above 85, even above 90 a few days. So it really dried out, and I wanted it to stress out, like heat stress and drought stress, and that's what it did. And so it had that kind of haze over the lawn that you get whenever it's stressing with no water. But then what I did is I got a good deep watering in, and it already looks better. And so today we're gonna have, again, above 90-degree weather, and so I'm gonna let it today. So I watered yesterday. Today will be above 90, and then I'm gonna get another deep watering in tomorrow, and then from there we'll probably stick to a regular schedule of watering half an inch every 3 days or so. And you know, it's not going to be perfect, but this just gets me excited for the fall time, aerating and overseeding and doing all that, and so this will be just fine. So Thanks for watching, and we will see you next time. All right, so we're out cruising the neighborhood. We're going slow, don't worry. Got our seatbelt on. We're not leaving the neighborhood, so don't freak out. But we are noticing that literally everyone around us is dealing with the same issues. They all have disease, so we're just out cruising. So I'll show you some of these houses just so you can see what I'm talking about. Yo! He's got it too. Hey, do you see all these brown spots? What do you think of these brown spots?
I love your pile of grass.
You like that? Hey, do you want to say hi to the camera?
Hi, camera.
Can you wave? Wave if you're being dominated.
Yes, I will.
You doing my filming for me now?
Yep.
You my camera girl?
Yep. Yep, that's me. There are they. There they are. They're racing us. Say bye. Bye, thanks for watching.